Hello, I am Le Romain Bon, and this is Stanley Parible. Welcome back to it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to not...
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
It could
he
mean...
simply missed a memo.
that the previous 2 episodes were recorded without in-game audio because of audio problems I've been having, oh my god, left and right. And so, in order to make it work, I had to actually go through and play the game, okay? And try and do exactly what I'd done in exactly the sequence and click on all the... No, don't shut that door! Okay. Anyway, welcome to Le Stanley Parible. My name is Stanley. I will be going through the door on my...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On my left. Yeah, actually on my left. Have I done on my left before? I'm not sure I have. I think I've just been messing with him the whole time. Alright, we're gonna do what you say, narrator. For once, I'm gonna follow your rules.
There was not a single person here either.
Oh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
My boss's office. Or the boffice, as I like to call it. This is a nice meeting room. Look at things to do. Synergize our core values with our expenditures and shift the global market parade. The global market parade. It's coming into town. Paradigm. That's probably what it said there. We got a bi-quarterly post-review coming up, so everybody get over here and figure out when the CIA is going to come in and shoot us in the backs of the head. Huh? I brought it around to the earlier episodes, and if you didn't see them, then you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Wait a second. Ooh! I can go into the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
I feel comfortable in here.
He turned around and got back on track.
Back on track. I turned around and I found I used to work in exactly this closet, okay? I was before YouTube.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Full of hopes and dreams and memories of my days as a janitor, okay? I used to have all this stuff. Duct tape? Sure, you need that to repair the cords on your vacuums.
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Right.
He wasn't even doing anything.
I'm reliving my
If there was
past.
something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Okay, twine.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
FA? I mean, if you want to, honey. Twine, okay? You can use that to tie up some bags if things get really messy.
Still in the broom closet?
I'm
standing around doing nothing.
You keep interrupting me. I'm trying to explain how you use all this.
Here. I'm genuinely confused.
There's a bit of toilet paper. Oh no, that's more duct tape. If you run out of toilet paper, you can use duct tape. Very efficient in cleaning. Just stick it on and rip it off.
There's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Listen,
it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It was of significance to my personal story. Okay, that is a very fatalistic view to have on the janitorial profession. Okay, this has to be done.
This is somehow its own branching path.
Maybe.
When you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
It was my favourite, was.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, we're going on to the pub, have a drink in it. Yeah, but this is, okay, you want to squeeze out, there's a method. Will you shut up?
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Ooh, I am? Oh, this story is getting more interesting the longer I stand in this broom closet. Let's have a seat.
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here.
So this is like that Bruce Willis movie, right? The door handle that he couldn't open. Turned out he was a ghost the whole time. Spoilers.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Well, as long as I'm dead, what I'm going to do is hook up the rubber hose to inject some, and it keeps your body from decomposing.
Human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Right.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
I'm not a zombie.
Understand basic first-person video
Not the first time someone has described me
on the history of narrative tropes in
as a
video
corpse.
gaming. so that the irony and insightful
But it is the first time it's happened
is
outside
not
of a
lost
bedroom
on them.
in a romantic scenario,
All right.
so I am
When
insulted.
you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright, yep. Are we done here? Are we done with the broom closet ending? Or is there gonna be more? Because I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving. Alright, what do you want?
Second player, it's good to have you on board.
Yes.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Screw you too, bud. I'm gonna close all these doors behind me.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I kind of want to go to my boss. Wait! Employee 104! The mystery of Employee 104. Okay, that was the 4th floor. This is the 3rd. This would be the 2nd. This would be the... Oh, God. I wouldn't want to work on the 1st floor of this office. Jeez.
But
oh,
Stanley
it's the parking
just
garage.
couldn't do it.
No.
He considered the possibility of facing
Where's-
his boss.
where's
Admitting he
104?
had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Well,
All
'cause
because
I
he
needed to get out of the
believed
broom closet,
everyone
you know?
had vanished.
You gotta-
His
you gotta
boss would think he was crazy.
Jump into the deep water.
And then something occurred
I mean,
to Stanley.
you got dreams of being a
Maybe,
YouTuber, go
he
for
thought
'em.
to himself, maybe I am crazy.
You're not gonna be able to pay your
All
bills
of
or
my
anything, but
coworkers blinking
go for it.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Oh, this one ripped me
And as
off
Stanley
too!
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Kind of samey!
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Now that
And
you
at
say it...
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Oh, I'm dreaming!
Yelled.
That's
This
it.
is all
I'm
a dream.
dreaming!
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
I'm
an
free.
explanation. His coworkers
You know what I do
weren't
when I
actually gone.
realize I'm
He
dreaming in a
wasn't going to
dream?
lose his
I fly.
job.
Ready?
He wasn't crazy after all. And he
Hang
thought
on.
to himself,
He sometimes take a
"Suppose
couple-
I'll wake up
takes a couple
soon.
runs.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid." So
Wait a second.
he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
See? Yeah. Holy crap!
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Yeah.
And it too appeared. It was so much
I am
fun.
dreaming!
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question
Okay,
of them
where are
all
the hookers?
entered Stanley's head.
It's one of my dreams.
One he was amazed
Hookers.
he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Blue dress.
Why is there a
Maybe
voice
red.
in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
No, that's always
Now
been
the
there.
voice
That
was
doesn't worry me.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
That is a little
I'm
odd,
dreaming
actually.
about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
It's not a dream!
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
It's not a
Believing
dream!
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Have I
Now,
Have
hearing
I
the voice speak
completed
these
my
words was
Buddhist
quite a
training
shock
then?
to Stanley.
have I reached
After
awakening?
all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Right.
This voice
It's gotta
was
be a
part
dream.
of himself
It's
too.
always been a
Surely,
dream.
surely,
I took
if
way
he
too
could
much
just...
NyQuil.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Yes.
That this was a dream.
Yes.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he
Oh,
invited
gently.
himself to wake up.
Wake up.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up,
Wake up.
he thought to himself.
Open the eyes.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my
Oh
job.
god. Sleep paralysis.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I can't move.
Please. It's
I
all
can't.
I want. I want my apartment and my wife
I might have to
and my
sneeze.
job.
Wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I'm not
My
married.
life is normal.
I'm single.
I am normal.
Very single.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah. As fine as it was yesterday.
Okay.
I mean, kind of. No! It wasn't a dream. I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please,
Ah!
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss.
Hello?
I have an office. I am real.
CIA?
Please, just someone tell
You
me
killed
I'm
everyone
real.
else
I
here.
must
You
be
shot him in the
real.
back of the
I must
head,
be
but you didn't
real.
get me. Please come kill me. I need to die. I need to die. It's the only way out of here.
Everything went black.
Oh, it's a Tuesday. Too many Quaaludes.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Mariella?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Is that me?
Although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously
He had a nice butt.
crazy. This
He did.
much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Ears were a little big.
And in that moment,
Flared
she
out.
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
We all think
It
that.
was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled.
That doesn't
for
make you
that day.
normal,
Very
Mariella.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Jesus, God,
And then
send me
she
back to the
turned and
broom
ran.
closet. She turned and ran. No, she didn't. She just stood there, staring at it. Didn't even call the cops. Bitch. Did we get to an ending? I think we got to an ending. I am the Ronin Pawn! Jesus, this game is weird! I mean, I'm pretty goofy and out there myself, but okay. Whole new level of psychosis bleeding into my eyeballs. This'll be fun. Pawn out.